Hey, what's up you guys, DJMama here, and with this new October 2022 ban list, we saw some weird hits to trap cards, from the banning of Red Reboot, the unlimiting of Wall of Revealing Light, and the limiting of Appointer of the Red Lotus. So Appointer, I remember playing this, or a lot of people playing this like during 2021 format, like maybe like pre-Sword Soul or during Sword Soul format. So this card, you pay 2,000, reveal your entire hand, look at your opponent's hand, and banish one card from their hand until your opponent's next end phase. So you would flip this up on their turn after you made board. You get that one card out of their hand. It's any card, E2, so it could be their board breaker or their starter. Get that out of their hand. They won't have it until turn 4. And that's good because games in 2022 and even 2020 and beyond don't last like more than one turn. So this card saw a hit. I didn't really see a lot of deck lists playing this card in 2022. I didn't really see it, but it did get a hit recently all the way down to limited. Seeing a whole bunch of ban list reactions, I kept seeing comparisons to its banned version, Trap Dustshoot. So Trap Dustshoot is activate only if your opponent has 4 or more cards in their hand. Look at your opponent's hand, select one monster card in it, and return it to the owner's deck. So Trap Dustshoot your opponent has to have 4 cards, which is what they kind of do when you like turn 1, set up board, and set this. They would draw to 6, reveal this, and even if they had somehow like hand trap himself like down to 3 cards, they met the activation requirement of 4 cards, so they still get to look at your hand and select one monster card in it and return it to your owner's deck. And people were saying that Appointer is the better version of Trap Dustshoot because Appointer doesn't have a restriction, and it's kind of better for this format, which I definitely can't argue with. It is very good. It was very good when it was at 3. However, this brings up a good discussion. Which of these two Handrip trap cards are better than the other? In my opinion, it is Trap Dustshoot that is better. Because they're both only like good when you're going first. You get to see this card, set it, and then you get to see your opponent's hand without revealing your entire hand and paying 2,000, which is a lot in 2022 format. Time in the round does hurt and cost you a lot. And Trap Dustshoot, even though it only sends one monster, that monster could have been their starter or their hand trap. I know it doesn't actually get the board breakers like maybe Dark Ruler or Droplet, but you can just chain Droplet to this, I'm pretty sure, to Appointer or Trap Dustshoot. But selecting a monster, their starters, now they have to waste one of their hand resources to go give that monster when they can use the other resource to get something else to extend more. Trap Dustshoot is just so dumb. These cards, I guess, even in like mid to late game, if you get that far, Appointer probably is better because it doesn't have the hand requirement, but you do have to pay life points, and sometimes life points do matter. I mean, the only life point that matters is the last one, but in a sanctioned tournament, you kind of need those life points if it's game 3. But if you want to take a card out of their hand and make sure they don't have it until a few turns afterwards, this is a good one. But Trap Dustshoot, sending that monster back to the deck, that's real rough, because now you gotta go find it with like Pot of Prosperity. You gotta go search it with one of your many search spells, or yeah. This does, Trap Dustshoot does have a stipulation if your opponent is a handful of like spells and traps. Kind of sucks. Unfortunate. It does happen. Especially probably now in like Mine format and in Runic, this Trap Dustshoot is definitely not the move because they barely ever have a monster in their hand, if any. But in some matchups, Appointer can be better, and I think the general sense to me, Trap Dustshoot is better than Appointer. But what do you guys think? this is gonna be a little just short video because I saw a lot of Bannably reactions, and the reaction to Appointer going to 1 brought up Trap Dustshoot, and I think most of them said maybe Appointer was a little bit better than Trap Dustshoot, and I'm here to say I don't think so. So yeah, once again, my points for Trap Dustshoot: sending a monster card to the deck is much rougher than sending it away for until the end of the standby, or until your opponent's next end phase, which is a detriment. But I think this is a bigger detriment, and the restrictions on Appointer are definitely a lot steeper than just having your opponent has to have 4 cards. Like, yeah, I think Appointer is, they're both like cards that probably should be on, they're rightfully on the Forbidden and Limited list for good reasons, but Trap Dustshoot is probably more worthy of a ban than Appointer, and it should. So what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know your comments, questions, concerns on what else I should be talking about ban list wise. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So Appointer and Trap Dustshoot, you decide which one's worse, which one's better, worse, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.